Today we have an exciting day, but first I wanted to get some decent breakfast down me. Now first off, it's a trip to IKEA where we're going to get the bits we need to build the bed. Hi, welcome to IKEA. We are going to be getting the Scorva beams and some slats. The Scorva beam is in aisle 45 location 5 and the bed slats is aisle 45 location 10. Let's see if I can remember that. I'll definitely need to try and remind myself before I get there, or I will forget. Aisle 45, location 5, location 10. Now I've remembered that, I've got to try and find it. This is the part that people either love or hate. Let me know in the comments if you love this part of IKEA or you hate it. On my way through, I found some storage boxes that did catch my eye, as I feel like you can never have enough. And they were at a bargain price of £5 with £3 for the lid. Anyway, let's not do any side missions, let's get straight to business. So now I found a trolley, we can actually go collect the bits we need. There's aisle 45, perfect. And here are our Scorva mid beams. So I'm going to be using 3 of these to make my bed. Lovely. And then I'm actually making a full width double, so I'll be able to use these Leroy slats. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But we'll grab a packet of them bad boys and then we're good to go. So £95 later, we got the bits we need to finish the bed. Let's head back to the van, find a car park to do the work and get cracking. And don't forget, always put your trolley back. And now we're ready to get to the work. So of course, the usual routine, let's empty the van out. Luckily it's a nice day today, so we have no issues there. So the first thing I needed to do is effectively replicate the same structure as the other side. This should ensure that both sides will be the same height, and then I should have a nice flat bed. Obviously, if I'm not sleeping on a hill. I'm using a pocket hole jig to help join the wood. Again, I'm no expert when it comes to carpentry, so any tips are more than welcome in the comments. But at this point, I'm just trying to match the same design as the opposite side. Once I've finished putting this together, I will also add some metal steel plates to just reinforce the wood and the structure. I do seem to get the odd comments in my Twitch chat of how long this has taken me, but to me, I don't need to rush this process and I'm just taking all the time I need. But then saying that, I've also had positive comments of people saying they enjoy the fact there's a more realistic timeline of getting a conversion complete. So now I've got the other side up, I've put the metal beam on, and it's now time to test it. I am slightly hesitant, but here goes nothing. Oops, I have to admit that did scare me a little bit, as I thought I maybe had broken something on the beam. But no, all was well and it seemed to hold really well. And now with that small success, I feel like I've earned myself a nice little coffee break. The good thing about the coffee breaks is I can reflect and think about what to do next. And I seem to unknowingly be doing a coffee advert. The instant coffee with finely ground beans. Just standard random conversation from my live streams. Anyway, let's get back to work. Now we have that first beam in and we have tested it. It's time to think about putting the second beam in. So what I did at this point was to measure the length of the slats to ensure I position the next beam in the right place. This was slightly awkward because of how much the slats like to move around and they're awkward with the ribbon attached to them. It's also worth noting that after considering my options, I decided to use the brackets upside down. This just gives me that extra height, more storage under the bed. But as these brackets are then used upside down, it does come with its own complications that I will address later on. Although it does seem to be holding the weight quite well, there is quite a lot of lateral movement, So one of the ways I decided to fix this was to put some wood in between. So just to clarify, this is not taking any of the weight, this is simply to put in between to hold the two bits of wood together. This will hopefully not be needed later on, but I can figure that out later. I do seem to be removing and replacing this many times over. This is because I kept changing my mind about things, and I did forget to put washers on, and did suggest how important it would be to have the washers on to help stop any vibration noises. Please leave in the comments below what you think about the washers, if you feel the washers are important too. So now that wood is there holding it together, I can now put the second metal beam on. And then we should be able to then test out the slats and see if it can hold my weight. Obviously this could be risky as there's nothing stopping the slats falling right now, so I will have to be careful. Please don't try this at home. Okay, well, wish me luck. This is so dangerous. Ta-da! And success! It managed to hold my perfectly well. It never felt like it was going to collapse or anything like that. So this is a great step in the right direction to completing the bed. So I did start looking into placing the third beam in the corner, but I think it's time to admire the work and start to pack up. I think overall today was a success, and although my solution isn't perfect, I will figure it out as I go. If you have any ideas or tips, then please leave them in the comments below. These are all welcome. And once again, thank you for watching. If you'd enjoyed this video, please give it the thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and see you in tomorrow's video. See you tomorrow. Peace out.